What's happening? How is everybody? I hope good. I am here with a reading. Hopefully, I have enough time. Sorry, I do. On what is it about her that makes him love her so much? So, I really enjoyed doing the one on him, and I know I'm going to enjoy doing this because I love love. Love to me is what the answer is to all the problems in the world. I believe that if we all love ourselves more, we love each other more, that this world could be so much more beautiful, so much more calm, so much more, we'd work together and there wouldn't be so much corruption and shit going on. But not everybody feels that way, but I do. And so love is huge in my book. So I love, and I love to hear why other people love somebody so much. What qualities is it about that person that makes that person love them so much? So I think it's beautiful. I love love. So I'm a loving person. Anyways, I am going to start with the forgive. Of course, anger can always be justified, but then can be forgiveness. Just depends on how much more you want from the adventure. For gobs, the universe. So he loves her because she's able to forgive. And forgiveness is a huge part that we all need to work on. We all need to do. If you can't forgive somebody for them, do it for yourself, so then you're not carrying around those burdens, like I always explain like this, and so you're free. So forgiveness. We have true offering. May I release the fears, illusions, and addictions that keep me from true offering. May I may I relax into your plan, trusting that the next steps will always be shown. Use me, love. Use me for the highest. I am yours alone. So because she is able to give him a true offering, she is able to cut out the fears that she feels. She's able to cut out the illusions. And if she has addictions, she gave those addictions up so she could give that person a true offering. So then she wasn't hiding anything. She wasn't masking anything, that she could be her true self. So that is beautiful, and I love that. Envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. Because she doesn't envy anyone. She doesn't, she might have had a rough life. She might have had to work harder than others. She might have not been as pretty. She might have not been as talented, or, so on and so on. But she doesn't envy anybody else. She's just herself. She loves herself enough to know that she is good enough for what she has to offer, who she is, and that's beautiful. I mean, who wouldn't love somebody for that? Again, forgiveness. Forgiveness. It gave me the chills. She forgives people when they make mistakes. And that is a beautiful, beautiful, loving quality. I mean, how could you not love somebody like that? Forgiveness is a hard thing for people to do, but there are people out there that forgive, that will forgive you if you would just ask, or you would just, more than likely, she's probably already forgave you. You just don't know it. So I think that's beautiful. I don't know. Respect. I can manifest love and respect when I love and respect myself. Again, she loves and respects herself. She might not have always done that, but she does now. And she shows other people that respecting yourself and loving yourself is very important. And that once you can do that, you're able to love and respect other people to the fullest. So that's beautiful. We have temperance. And temperance is, is it a she? Or it's a he? I can't tell. It's a he, but, I don't know. I find temperance to be a woman, but these are really cool cards. I love them. I don't care. But temperance is a winged angel who possesses feminine and masculine traits. And so she is able to embrace her feminine and masculine traits. She possesses both. And he absolutely loves that about her, that she is able to embrace, she's able to live a life with her feminine traits and with her masculine. And that creates her to be this beautiful being, a winged angel. And that's how people view her or him, as a winged angel. And that's, I mean, to me, I mean, again, how could you not love somebody like that? It gave me the chills. We have the King of Swords. Now, okay, to me, when I see the King of Swords, I think of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I don't know all of the signs in every card, so when I do, I always bring it up, so just so you know. So it doesn't mean that you have to be those signs. I just like to say it because I remember that that's who it represents. But anyways, to me, you know, this is a person that rules with an iron fist and, you know, is, you know, in authority. They're, you know, they're in charge. And maybe this woman is, you know, maybe she goes against this. That's what I'm feeling. She's not one to follow the iron-fisted man and this is the way it is. And maybe she doesn't like authority because authority hasn't been good to her. Maybe she's had bad experiences. Maybe her father was overbearing. But he loves the fact that she's not afraid to stand up to this King of Swords. That she's not afraid to go against the grain. I got the chills again, so I'm right. That she's not, you know, she's like pretty much, fuck you. You know what? I don't have to listen to you. I don't have to listen to what authority says. And if people don't like it, then come arrest me. Come get me, you know, but I'm not gonna just because you're in authority, because you have a badge or because you're work for the government, say if you're DFS or somebody, doesn't make you God. Doesn't make that your decision or what you are saying to be true. That just because you think something or because somebody told you something or you might not know really what the truth is. And because this woman is ballsy enough to have her feminine and masculine traits and to say, you know what? I know the truth. I'm not going to bow down. And if you don't like it, oh well, then come arrest me or do what you think you need to do. But you know what? I answer to God, and so do you. And in the end, we all answer to God. And I'm going to stand my ground because I know that what you're doing is not right, and what I'm doing is. And so, at the end, God will decide. And until then, I don't care what authority says. I don't care what you think you know. I don't care so on and so on. This is what I'm standing for. And I don't care if I'm breaking the law. I don't care if people think this, think that. I don't care what you think. I'm standing up for myself for once in my life. And I'm not going to allow anybody. I don't care if you have a badge. I don't care if you're a judge. I don't care what. I am not going to allow you to rule with that, iron fist anymore towards me. I am walking away. I am going to let the world know that I am standing my fucking ground. So that's what I get. And that's kind of like my story. So anyways, I have the Princess of Cups. And the Princess of Cups is gentle. She is romantic. And she has a very high level of intuition. She is every man's dream. I mean, she is like the symbol of love, of gentleness, of knowing, of, romance and just excitement. See all this, look at her hair. It's like all the energy just coming out of her. And to me, that's the crown chakra. All that shit, all that information, all that good stuff is coming down from the divine into her head. So her intuition is just spot on. So when she tells you, by God, you listen, because she knows what she's talking about. She might be also a little flashy. She might like to wear, just like bright colors. Her makeup might be different than other people's. She might have beautiful hands and beautiful feet, and she might just have this smoking ass hot body too, because this woman has a smoking body. But she's just colorful and alive and electric and just amazing. She just is amazing. And also, I want to go back to these because I didn't really do that. Maybe he looks at her and he looks at this woman as she sits on her throne, and she, you know what, she stands up for what she believes in, and she's not going to let anybody knock her off her throne. She's going to stand, she's going to sit there in her power, and she, you know what, and if you don't like it, she's going to come at you like this. Or she might not. She might just come at you with just pure love. She might just be pure love. But you know what? This is a woman that knows what she wants and what she stands for. And look at all the energy off of this card. Look at these two women up here. You know, Temperance to me is just a very beautiful being. Just a very beautiful woman that, you know, that doesn't want hate, doesn't want to cause any problems, wants to be that good person, wants to help people, wants to forgive people for their mistakes, because we all make mistakes. And that's the way the world needs to be. More loving. You were born with the it quality. Do you want to know what's really beautiful? Confidence. Do you want to know what's really powerful? Persistence. Do you want to know what's really sexy? Please, I know all about sexy. Not needing to be needed. And if still they don't notice your good looks, your strength, and your sachet, could you feel more sorry for them? Tally ho, the universe. So, because she has the it quality. She doesn't need people. She doesn't need other people to see her and to compliment her and to to make her feel like she has it, because she knows she has it. She was born with it. She doesn't need other people. She wants other people. She wants people in her life. She wants love. She wants to give love. She doesn't need people to come in and take care of her. And that is beautiful. That is so beautiful. Ambition. May I offer all my deepest longings to love itself and invite the divine plan beyond the mind's imagination. Please use me for the highest good. She's very ambitious, but she does. She lets the divine use her for the highest good. And that is, I mean, how could you not love somebody like that? We have denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. So she does not allow fear to stop her from progressing in life, for getting, to move towards the thing she wants. She doesn't allow fear to stop her from expressing her feelings to people, to keep trying. If somebody turns her down, she keeps trying because she knows what she wants. She knows what she deserves, and she wants that. She doesn't let the denial of other people that have denied her, or, if she doesn't get that job, she doesn't ever allow all that stuff to stop her. She actually allows it to, fill her full of awareness and insight and, strength and energy to keep going and to keep fighting for what she wants. And that's beautiful. Grief work. She isn't afraid to do the grief work. She isn't afraid to feel her emotions. Maybe she used to be. Maybe she used to avoid this. But now she knows how important this grief work is. She knows that we cannot fully move on in life without doing the grief work, without feeling the pain that we feel when we lose a loved one, and so on and so on. So we have relax. I choose to relax and not to fill my mind with worry, as that creates stress. So she's able to relax. She's able to, we all get caught up in our mind, and our mind can just be going like this and like this. But somehow she's able to break free of that. She's able to say, you know what? It's not doing me any good to be, up in my head and to be worried about this and worried about that. And I couldn't pay this bill. I couldn't pay that bill. You know what? That doesn't solve it. It just makes it worse. So that is. Queen of Wands. And she stands her grounds. With the Queen of Wands, she sits on her throne that is typically decorated with lions. Facing opposite directions, she symbolizes strength, like a lion, or courage. She has courage, confidence, independence, can be a social butterfly at times, and is very determined. And you can see in this woman's stance, She does. She has that confidence and that beauty and that, you know what? You're not going to knock me down today. You're not going to knock me down tomorrow. I'm going to stand here and I'm going to be this lion and I'm going to have this courage to keep going no matter what is happening around me. So, the moon. Maybe she's mysterious. Maybe people are like, I just cannot figure her out. Maybe she's a Cancer. To me, the moon is Cancer. I'm ruled by the moon and I'm a Cancer, so this card represents Cancer to me. Maybe she doesn't tell everybody her secrets. Maybe she doesn't feel the need that everybody in the world needs to know her secrets. Maybe she just, you know, people find her very mysterious. And, you know, that is, I mean, who wouldn't love that? Nobody wants to know somebody fully. Come on. No way. We have the Tower. Maybe she is like a tower. Maybe she creates towers. Maybe she makes people realize that, you know, when something goes wrong in your life and this tower hits, it's not the end of the world. What you do is you look at it and you're like, you know what? Whatever tower just hit me, it wasn't built on a firm foundation. It was built on lies. It was built on, you know, things that were not stable. So maybe she just happens to be hit with the tower a lot. Maybe, you know, the universe hits her with these towers, so it shows people that it's possible to rebuild. It's possible to change. It's possible to admit your downfalls, admit your mistakes. It teaches people that, you know what, we all make mistakes. We all make mistakes. Just some of us hide them better than others. And no matter what happens to us, no matter how we feel inside, if we're crushed, if we're just brokenhearted, if we just feel like we cannot go on, the fuck we can't. We can rebuild from anything that ever happens to us. We have the Five of Cups. I love these cards. And with the Five of Cups, it's like she isn't afraid to admit her failures, regrets, or disappointments. She isn't afraid to allow people to see the cups that have been tipped over, that have, you know, been knocked over. She isn't afraid to say, you know what, I fucked up. You know, I drove drunk. I was being selfish. I wasn't being the best mom because I wasn't being the best person for myself, or I wasn't being the best wife, or because I wasn't being the best self for myself, and I couldn't see other people's, how I was making other people feel, or, you know, and so on and so on and so on. So she isn't afraid to admit her faults. Things are about to get real juicy. A little heads up on an addiction that affects all really old souls. Giving love eventually becomes an even greater need than receiving love. See, you're not so strange. Love the universe. She is the type of person that gives and gives and gives and gives and gives. She needs that back. Everybody needs, you know, equal return, but she's a giver. She's not a taker. So, positivity. If you can find even one thing that to be grateful for, it will restore you to the light. Please, dear God, let me always feel gratitude for something, even a tiny thing, and in even the hardest situations. So she stays positive, or if she doesn't, she can revert herself back to being positive. She can give gratitude to even the smallest little things that she has. Acceptance. I am learning to accept the things I cannot change. So she's able to accept when something's over. She's able to accept that it didn't go her way, or, you know, the things that we have hard times, you know, we all have a hard time accepting. She's able to accept it. And it might not be right away, but she's able to eventually accept it. Healing from the past. Again, she does her grief work. She's able to now heal from all the pain and sorrow that she has felt throughout her life. Maybe she used to cover it up with addictions. Maybe she used to avoid healing, but she now is able to heal. And she wants to heal. She wants to feel that pain. She wants to feel that sorrow. She wants to feel that regret, and so on and so on, because she wants to heal from it, because she knows that if we don't, we're like this. But if we do, you know, we're free. We transform into these beautiful butterflies that are on these cards. And they are beautiful. I love butterflies. We have affluence. I choose to be debt-free and to live an affluent and healthy life. So she wants to be debt-free. She wants to be in a life that, she doesn't have to have the biggest house and the biggest car. I mean, the nicest car and the Coach bags that cost, I mean, I can't even imagine spending that much money on a purse. I mean, I suppose if I had the money, I would, but I don't. So, but anyways, and I'm not putting anybody down that does, because if I had the money, I'd buy one. Sure, why not? I'd love one. Death. She's not afraid to have a rebirth. She's not afraid of death. She's not afraid to die. She knows she has experienced a lot of death in her life. She knows what happens to us when we die. She's not afraid of death, but she's also not afraid of rebirths. We all go through this phase. We all need to have a death to situations so we can release them and so we can rebirth into a new and better person. And she is able to do that. We have the King of Pentacles, money. She is able to create something out of nothing. She is able to be this king. She's able to create finances and to build her finances from nothing, and that is beautiful. We have the Emperor, and then we have the Empress, and I wanted to show that. She is the Empress, and she's looking for her Emperor. So if this is somebody that this is what she wants, and this is what she is. She's the Emperor because she has great power, rank, can rule the empire, empire, excuse me, not emperor, the empire. And then, but she's also this beautiful Empress, a woman who is a ruler of a great power and rank, has been through so much, but always comes out on top, but has a loving, gentle heart that remains, even though she's not been treated nice or fairly always. But she can be both these people. And I mean, who wouldn't love her? So that is what I had for you. I love these readings. I'm sorry I get into them and I get to going and my arms are flapping and I get so excited, but I love love. I love love. And I love, to be honest, that I'm becoming this person that I just described. It makes me feel so good. It really does. And I am personally becoming this person because of God and because I've opened up and I've seen the light, and I'm allowing myself to work through this grief work, and I'm allowing myself to feel the pain of what I've gone through, and I'm learning that because somebody views me one way doesn't mean I have to be that person. I can still be the person that I know I am. And I'm learning to love each and every person that I come in contact with unconditional love. And every animal and everything that the universe provides us, I'm learning to love. And I've definitely learned and mastered forgiveness. So I love it. I just love it. Anyways, my video is going to stop, so I'm going to stop here. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Typically, I'm not so dramatic, but maybe I am. That's who I am. Please subscribe. It helps me as a tarot reader, as a psychic, my channel expand. I'm sending you all so much love, so many positive vibes, healing, and peace. Take care, and I'll catch you on my next video. Much love.